Okay, so setup then here, as I said, lower half is getting a bit closed off, aiming to the right there, so your alignment's kind of more towards here. Like I say, you're never going to be perfectly parallel, dead straight, dead square, but this on the right hand side now with the yellow lines pointing still left of the target line at the screen, and that to me is fine because it's not going to be such an extreme ball position, and your shoulders are still square to target. Okay, as you then go back.
So in reality, I want it over there, so I don't know.
Say again, sorry.
I want that.
The yellow line.
I want to there.
Yeah, I mean somewhere in. I mean that would be kind of a perfect window, but that yellow and red line there to me is pretty close. Yeah.
Okay.
If we compare where it would want to be on here, that to me is enough to be, and that's the problem. Is it would make you have some other issues in terms of contact. I say. Body alignment doesn't affect direction. The club hitting the ball affects direction. But if your body alignment is such that your feet are aiming too far to the right, then when you come back to goal ball, your club tends to come back more on the inside, as you can see. Turning the body on the way back, you won't be turning back as far. So when you come back to goal ball, now the club's got to change direction, which it does, to get the ball to start towards target, but the contact wasn't so good. And when you came through the golf ball now, club sort of a little bit kind of steep through here because it's coming steep on the way down, okay? And then sort of folding up down there, kind of quite steep there, okay? Look at the difference in this one when the body was lined up square. Club going back on your toe line, so more on line to target. Top of the backswing, good. Coming back down now, more on your toe line as you strike the golf ball. Good strike. Now we release through. The club now exits a bit more under your left shoulder. Look at the difference in the follow through in terms of where that club shaft is there. So that club now is a bit more kind of across here rather than like down too steep. Now if the club is pointing down this way too much, okay, that's generally a sign you kind of sort of save it with your hands and the club now is pointing there. If you don't need to save it with your hands because your body's lined up correctly and the club's coming through the golf ball area this way and making a nice strike, your hands don't have to do any extra work. If the club's coming from in here, you've now got to save it. If the club's coming too steep, your arms aren't used to releasing, so now they've got to do a lot more work. So your follow through is very indicative of kind of what's gone on before. If you've turned better and moved your body better, the swing will be better. Ball we can see sort of flying towards target. And I think as I said before, and you kind of agreed this year, your stock shot is that one that starts just left of target and just your back. But it's again starting just left of target with a bit of fade. We don't want to be starting over here somewhere, but equally, once that ball goes that way, you don't see that kind of hook coming back in, and it's not an under control shot anyway. You hit the ball a long way, it just that draws too much distance. Okay, so get that body squared up or what feels open.
Open to me.
Yeah, exactly. But the thing is, what your body alignment was not quite on that line, but it was on that line. So this blue line here now is effectively open to the yellow line. Is it open to the target line on the green line? No, but it's still left of where you were.
Yeah.
And again, we've got a small window. I'm going to be sort of perfectly dead. So as I said, you're allowed to be a little bit closed there. It's not going to be too much of a problem. It's not going to affect the contact that much. When your feet were that closed, out this way, ball position now, that's your low point. Your club bottoms out on that outside green line. You're going to thin fat a lot of shots, aren't you? So, okay, mate, makes sense?
Yeah.